Good Thursday to you, everybody. Welcome to a end of the month edition of 5 Minutes with Phil. How you doing today? I pray that you're doing well. And today we are going to cover an interesting topic. Now I know what today is, okay? And I know that this day tends to freak some people out, and I'm not here to advocate Halloween whatsoever. I'm not here to support it. I'm not here to say that we should celebrate it. So please don't send me those messages. I don't need them, okay? But here's what I am going to do, okay? This is a time of the year that our culture really, it really puts a premium on the idea of fear, on the idea of being afraid. And I want to take that thought and take a look at what the scripture has to say about our fears. And those times that we have anxiety, those times that we have fear, those times that we are, a little anxious about stuff. Take a look at this. Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. It says, "Don't be afraid, for I am with you. Don't be discouraged, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will hold you up with my victorious right hand." So I deal with people all the time, obviously, in my line of work, and I know that there are those who they deal with fear, they deal with worry and anxiety constantly. And I read this verse, and I think I think there's some realizations, there's some concepts of God, there's some truths about God that I think might help you deal with any fear or any anxiety that you might be facing in your life today. Can I show you what those are? First of all, the scripture says, "Don't be afraid, for I am with you." So number one, God is with me. God is with me. Boy, what a blessing that is. The reason that I am afraid is not because God has abandoned me. We are told in a lot of scriptures that he will never leave us and he'll never forsake us, that he's with us always, even to the end of the age. We are reminded that the Lord doesn't abandon us when things get difficult. We're actually told that the Lord is our companion. He is our shelter. He's our shield. He is with us. And today, I want to remind you, okay, God's not abandoned you. He has not left you. He is with you. And that should counter any fears or anxiety that you have. But there's even more. The scripture goes on. It says, "Don't be afraid, for I'm with you. Don't be discouraged, for I'm your God. I will strengthen you and help you." Number two, God will help me. Not only is God with me, God is with me, God will help me. So here's the deal. Even if my feelings aren't where they should be, I could still count on God's help. How about that? Even with my faith isn't where it should be, even when my confidence in God isn't where it should be, the Lord still loves me enough to help me, to reach down and to enter into my situation and to encourage me. And what a great feeling that is, huh? What a wonderful thing that we have in God, that even when we're not at our best, he's at his best. And so we have a confidence today of knowing that even in the midst of our fear and maybe even doubting God, he'll still help us. So number one, God is with me. Number two, God will help me. And lastly, he says, "I will hold you up with my victorious hand." God is with me. God will help me. God will support me. I like this part of this scripture because God doesn't just rescue us and say, "Okay, now don't bother me. I've got a lot to do." God's still involved in my life as I still try to live this thing out for him. And he's there to support me when I'm slipping. He's there to assist me, obviously, and help me and rescue me. But he also wants to give me his support to help me get this thing called Christianity right and to do it the way that he intends it to be done. And that's what I love about him, is that he's not just some figure that died on the cross 2,000 years ago, but he's also very much active and involved in my life today and cares about what I'm going through today. So this morning, if you're dealing with any kind of fear, I want you to repeat those statements throughout the day. God is with me. God will help me. God will support me. And that, I believe, can do a lot to counteract a lot of our fears. Okay, got to let you go. Thanks for joining me. We love you. I pray you have a good rest of the day. Lord willing, we'll see you next time, okay? You take care. Bye-bye.